Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're George and Martha.
Hello.
And today we'll be recapping The Real Housewives of New York City, Season 11, Episode 16, More Than a Feelin. I don't know what's happening.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Did I call her name?
You did call her intolerable.
Okay, she is.
And her earrings were wonderful.
I love how Bethenny has the wherewithal, even in all of that, to just stop and go, wait, did I call her a name?
Yeah, I know.
Assessing how bad was my blow up, and did I call her a name? Oh, I said she was intolerable? Okay, she is.
Yeah,
so
she
fine.
is. That's okay.
And then Ramona is back at the table going, okay, you have to really understand her emotion. I was actually crying.
And Sonia's just eating.
Yeah.
She was hungry.
Tinsley's just totally bombed. Huh? And then LuAnn goes out and she's like,
I'm going to go out.
I'm leaving. Denio's been texting me. It's like, well, fine, then go. Okay. Then leave. Dorinda's like, okay, you're going to be out late? I'm going out, Dorinda. LuAnn disappears for a little bit.
But when she says she's going out, I mean, she's trying to imply that she's going to go out and start drinking.
Well, here's the thing. I realized that Dorinda doesn't know that AA people say going out.
Yeah.
So when she says, I'm going to go out, nobody picks up on her little threat. They think, oh, okay, we'll go have fun. Have a nice time. If she had said, like, I'm going to pick up tonight.
Oh, my God. And that's why she came back, because she's like, oh, they don't care. They don't understand.
She had no plan.
And that's why she came back, because she wasn't getting the people chasing her down. No, LuAnn, don't do it. Don't relapse.
Because they don't know the AA lingo. If she was like, well, Dorinda, I think I'm going to pick up now. You have a phone call? I'll let you take that. Bethenny comes back to the table, and she's like, I'm sorry. I just don't know. That was not just about her.
Is there something going on with her eyebrows?
Well, we ladies paint it all on. So I guess when you cry a lot, it just all starts to melt.
Okay.
You just look a lot. Everything looks more
Why do you paint
faint.
eyebrows on?
Because if you do all your makeup and then you don't fill in the brows, it just looks like you don't have any
Oh,
eyebrows.
because you have to put, like, powder and whatnot and foundation.
Yeah, so you have to fill it in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Because she looked like she had bad work done.
She
I mean,
was
I know she hasn't, but it was...
She just, like, got really puffy from crying.
Okay.
I do that every day.
So, Martha here has mastered the Jessica Lange impersonation.
That's generous.
And, oh, well, I know, I'm being generous. She has a low self-esteem, so we really got to build her up. Ew, that's gross. That's what I did. I build her up.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It just felt weird, Martha. So anyhow, do your Jessica Lange.
Oh, yeah, well, because I think that if they made a movie of The Real Housewives of New York, Jessica Lange would absolutely play LuAnn, the cabaret and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
So
you did it at the cabaret.
It's already coming out. No, I was... So, here's what happened. So, Bethenny's back at the table, and she really doesn't want LuAnn anywhere near her, initially. LuAnn comes over to, like, console her. I don't want you to... I really don't want you near me. I don't want you near me. Don't come near me. Don't come near me.
Which I loved.
And
no,
then,
you especially. And then LuAnn comes to no,
no, not you. Not you. Anyone but you. Yeah.
So anyhow.
And then Bethenny kind of calms down, and LuAnn's back at the table, and Bethenny's like, I don't wish anything bad on you. I hope that you're sober. I hope that you have a great cabaret, go to your meetings, do your yoga. And then Jessica Lange, LuAnn, well, I knew if I had gone out with Denio, I would have picked up a drink, and I couldn't let that happen. So then LuAnn starts apologizing very sincerely.
Oh, yeah.
Not.
It felt so rehearsed.
It was very rehearsed. I think
she had a lot of time she didn't have a lot of time to rehearse it being on the parking lot.
Well, I think she texted her sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
And then her sponsor told her something like, keep your side of the street clean. So she goes back in,
like the
after
little girl, I'm gonna keep my side of the street clean.
Like her little failed stunt didn't work. She comes back. She does on her apology tour. Okay.
Jessica.
Well, It started with Barbara. And then with you, Bethenny, and Dennis was a good man, and I liked him very much, and I see your pain, and I've been selfish about the cabaret, and I'll be better. The apology tour is well received for the time being. They seem to let bygones be bygones.
They seem to.
This is the thing I love about New York. They get into these brawls. Meanwhile, we've got fucking Beverly Hills that won't end. I'm bored to tears. Nothing's happening. These people goes from, life is not a cabaret. You're a sicko. My man's in the ground. You were there. Ah! Okay, great. You're going to be great. You're going to be great. You saw it? Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Let's have our lobster Pop-Tarts. Great. Everything's fine. It's good. It's great.
It's interesting, though. I noticed Sonia, so LuAnn does her bullshit apology, and then Sonia, oh, good, everything's fine. But everything isn't fine. I mean, I guess kudos to Bethenny for, taking the high road, but I don't think I could have done that at all.
I think Bethenny just cannot take any more bad stuff.
Yeah.
She's dealing with her grief. She's dealing with her psycho ex. It's like, I don't need the cabaret psycho on my ass. I don't need Jessica Lange.
I don't need,
coming at me.
LuAnn Crawford.
That's right. LuAnn Crawford, forget it. So the ladies are having a little dance party. They're wasted. They're home. They're jumping around.
Tease.
Tinsley starts flashing everybody, and everyone's like, Tinsley, that dress is really flattening out your chest. She's like, that's great. I spent $3,000 on this outfit. Whoa, then you overpaid. And Dorinda, I don't know what Dorinda's trying to say. Well, I don't know what she says. I know what she's trying to say. She's like, I'm a math doer. That 1 + 1 = 2. It doesn't equal Tinsley dressing up for Scott. What's going on? I think what they're saying is that Tinsley seems to have a whole new wardrobe. She's behaving like a girl with a new boyfriend, even though she just supposedly broke up with Scott. And I think they're like, did she really break up with Scott? Why does she have all these nice new clothes? And I mean, she could just be trying to rebound, but they said she's not acting like it.
Doesn't she come from money?
Yeah, but I guess the way the ladies are talking is I guess she's parading around some very, very, very nice things that she might not normally.
Okay.
Something like that. And then Dorinda comes to Bethenny to have a little talk, and Dorinda walks in, she's like, I want to talk to you. I'm just a little drunky. Okay? I want to talk to you. So, just say, your mom died.
I know.
It's bad. It's a bad
It's
thing.
really sad. It's really bad.
Yeah, but you're like so functional. You're very high functioning.
I'm trying. I just want to go home. And I just want to go see my daughter.
No, wait. I didn't want you to do all this. No, I didn't want this. It's just, you're so functional. It's almost bizarre. It's a bad thing. Mom said. I want you to say it.
My mom is dead.
Great. Good talk. It's so neat. This show's so good. Give them an Emmy.
I think so.
The ladies are leaving. Bye-bye, Miami. And LuAnn...
Bethenny got the hell out of there.
Bethenny's out. She flew the coop. Well, I don't blame her. Like she said, she just wanted to get home and be with her baby. And
what's the baby's name?
Bryn.
Bryn, whatever. I don't know.
And LuAnn, again, is outside doing her yoga with the trainer. He's like, so how are we feeling today? Any body pain? It's like I've been hit by a truck. He's like, okay, we're just going to get that truck off you.
I want to know, if you know who Jessica Lange is, please comment. We need your encouragement.
We were recapping Big Little Lies, and I like Jessica Lange better than Meryl Streep. I know, forgive me. And I've ruined the experience for him because he loves Meryl, and I just keep pointing out how Jessica would do a scene, and then it's bled into now our RHONY recaps. And just let us know if you're like, Martha, who were you talking about? Drop it.
Yeah, we'll drop it and we'll go back to
hello.
Harvey Firestein. Hello.
So then Sonia's looking for something Barbara left behind in her room, apparently.
This is so staged.
It is. Hey, Barbara, I'm looking around for your rings. I don't see anything, but you got spray tan all over the place. And then she blamed the room. Oh, this is the problem with white rooms. No, it's the problem when you bring your fucking Sally Hansen airbrush
the producers
legs.
told her, "There's a problem with white rooms."
Yeah, it was totally just to embarrass Barbara on camera, give a little drama, little something. And then Sonia's talking to Ramona about leaving, and Ramona, yet again, oh, actually, I'm not going back with you today. I'm going to Art Basel. One of my girlfriends got me a ticket.
What is it about Ramona? Has she always been like, heading off with other friends? Or is this like a new thing?
This is since the divorce from Mario.
Oh.
She's keeping busy. I just need to fill my social life. I'm living life.
Ago, though,
no, you know what? It really taught me something. It taught me that life is very short. You have to enjoy every moment. So I try to enjoy every moment. It's very important that I go out with my girlfriends. New York is cold. Why would I leave the heat of Miami? I don't blame her. I'd hang out in Miami longer if I could. I love her shamelessness. I want to be like that. She just doesn't care. Stealing lobsters, telling people to face, okay, girls, I'm leaving in 5 minutes.
I do admire that. I envy that. Because
he and I are such doormats sometimes.
We are. It's ridiculous.
We're afraid to tell people no, although we've gotten better about it.
Have we?
Oh, well, I have.
Who was the last person you said no to?
I'm not permitted to say on camera, but I've had a lot of weird requests, and there are people that in the past would have been like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, I'd love to come. Now I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not available. I think Ramona's Ramona's starting to influence me by osmosis. The more I watch Ramona, the more I'm like, yeah, actually, I'm not going to be able to be there for you. I have to take care of myself today. Do you understand? So then they're leaving, that's that, and LuAnn walks out. Well, Miami won't be seeing the likes of me again.
Meanwhile, her cabaret show in Miami isn't in 2 months.
Yeah, I know. Miami won't see the likes of me again after, what was the whole looking at your poster, which her looking at her poster was a very Jessica Lange move.
Yeah, do it right now. Amazing.
Very, very AHS. That's amazing. Would you take my picture?
Oh, sure.
It means a lot to me.
There you go. You look beautiful, Miss Lange.
Thank you.
Back in New York.
We finally see Ageless by Ramona. It's getting made. And there's just this quick clip of Ramona and Sonia saying, we're Laverne and Shirley!
Which I think they mean Lucy and Ethel, right?
You would think so. They're in the factory.
Maybe, I don't know.
Whatever. I'm glad that Ramona's line is doing well. I have heard...
Is it doing well?
No, but I know some people using it just to support her. So Bethenny's visiting Dorinda. And
I see no sign of John here.
Yeah, where's John? She's like, well, John comes, we have sex, and I kick him out.
Now, I see that as an ideal situation, though I know that it's not healthy. There's something off there. There's something wrong there.
It works for her, though. They've been together for a long time. Listen, I'm
a therapist would take issue, right?
Maybe, but if that's what they're both happy with.
I guess they're older, too. They're not,
She has no desire to live with him. She likes her space and independence.
I'd want to live with him.
I think she just likes the idea of having a boyfriend that will never go to the next level. That's fine for a lot of people. Who says, you have to live together?
Did her last husband die?
Yeah, Richard.
And Richard was the father of her daughter?
No, that's another guy. Oh. But they loved Richard. And I think after that happened, she was just
done. Okay.
She's happy to have she has her little companion, but she doesn't want him in her domain.
I guess that's okay.
I just think people are so individual. It's what works for you.
Especially when you're older like that.
Yeah, she's I don't care anymore. But
see, I'm just projecting onto her, my own issues. I can just hear, if I were to have a situation like that, my therapist would just be reaming me a new asshole and bitching about my intimacy issues.
I just feel unless one person in the relationship is expressing, I really want to stay over, I really want this, but John seems to be happy with their arrangement, too.
He's probably with hookers.
He seems like the type, I know. Madame
Coke
Paulette.
and hookers.
And then Dorinda getting jealous because LuAnn has reached out to Bethenny since the blow up. But I think that was the right move because she knows that she wronged her. And Dorinda's like, I said one thing to her, okay? I said about a mugshot, and she didn't speak to me for 8 months after Cartagena. First of all, it's not Cartagena, it's Cartagena. There's no little squiggly above the end.
We'll just add it. Who cares? Make it sound,
Cartagena, okay? Cartagena. What did I say? I said she got a Meanwhile, they flashback. I didn't get a mugshot over it. Here's the difference. As Bethenny says in her talking head, I think LuAnn has fucked me more. And that's the truth. It's not like, oh no, we both had a problem with LuAnn, but she wouldn't speak to you and she's up my ass. No, the difference is that Dorinda, you completely attacked her and it was unprovoked because you were drinking too much and that whole season you had a bad drinking issue and LuAnn was like, oh, you're turning. Which I never took that as being on her high horse. It was an
observation.
She was right, too, because Dorinda was getting that scary look in her eye, and she flipped out. She broke a glass and blah, blah, blah. That's why LuAnn didn't want to speak to her. In the case of Bethenny did all this stuff for her, really went out of her way to help her, and LuAnn knows, yes, it's true, her man died, right after she had helped me with all this stuff. I haven't reached out to her enough to ask how she's feeling. She knew she wronged her and had shit-talked her after she did all that stuff for her. So of course LuAnn is feeling bad about how she treated Bethenny, but doesn't care about Dorinda. Yeah. But Dorinda only sees, and Dorinda, I hate to say this, is kind of a close second in terms of lacking self-awareness. I don't think she's as narcissistic.
No.
And I think she's genuine and loving, but I feel like she's very lacking in the self-awareness department.
And I was watching this scene right now and I was thinking about, I'm not comparing her to Meghan McCain at all, but sometimes I'll watch The View or I'll see interviews with Meghan McCain and it's I really, really, really want to like her, but then you see her behavior and it's just, God damn it, you're letting me down again. Meghan McCain. And so I feel that way because when Dorinda first came on the scene, I was like, I enjoy Dorinda, but her behavior is very upsetting at times.
I feel like that too. I really like Dorinda. I think Dorinda is a staple of the show now. She feels like an OG.
Similar to Margaret from New York or from New Jersey Housewives.
She fits right in, but there's a side to her that's just...
What does OG stand for? Original what?
Gangster.
Streisand is back in the studio.
Yes. I was not aware that LuAnn de Lesseps was a regular Carole King.
I really love her Sondheim interpretations.
Yeah, I am very impressed with her.
Songstress.
She is. I didn't know she was a singer-songwriter.
Voice of an angel.
She's like Bob Dylan. It's unbelievable.
Lady Gaga.
So LuAnn's very proud of herself. We literally watch her singing the same lyric over and over and over.
But she has really poor, rhythm?
Yeah, she's all over the place.
One day at a time. One day at a time. One day at a time. Feelin' Giovanni.
Keep it cool, don't lose your mind. You'll be cool. Oh, where did lose your mind?
Did I make that up? Am I just riffing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love how she points it out, even though she knew exactly what she was doing. She just wanted to bring attention to the fact that she was being
she goes,
clever.
Where did that
come from?
It was very Jessica Lange. I hate to keep coming back to this, but those of you who have seen American Horror Story, do you remember Jessica's last season where she plays the... What was
Elsa?
Elsa, yes. Where her dream is to perform for people. That's LuAnn's Cabaret, the freak show. Feeling Giovanni. And she even explains, no, feeling Giovanni... It's not even an adjective. It's just a feeling.
What is the now what is?
And when I tell people the name, they lose their minds. Yeah, probably because it sucks so bad.
And because they're exhausted just by you opening your mouth.
Feeling Giovanni. She's awful.
I saw the other day I was walking, and somebody had, I guess, in wet cement carved Giovanni. I should have taken a picture.
You should have.
Next time. I know where it is.
I think we know who did it. So, in the 1980s, I used to do a lot of coke, and I was a #1 aerobics instructor. We used to put on Olivia Newton-John and do those calisthenics. It was great. So Dorinda is meeting up with a an aerobics teacher that she used to compete with in the 1980s. And
you compete with... I guess you steal each other's clients.
Yeah, I guess, between Dorinda, John, and Jane Fonda, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Well, Debbie Reynolds.
Okay, well, that's the greatest exercise tape of all time, so...
I think you might have to insert a clip.
Oh, I will. I will make sure you get to see the Debbie Reynolds exercise tape. Doing it Debbie's way. I actually got my grandma to do it.
Shirley Winters is...
Yeah,
Shelley.
Shelley is me. She's in the background, like, not following along.
Just imagine Rosie O'Donnell trying to do...
Heckling everybody.
Shelley and I are just funning around before we all begin our first class.
How many girls here slept with Howard Hughes?
3, 4, 5, 6. I'd rather be anywhere but here. I hate exercise.
I think when I have a baby, I'm gonna name it Bambi. Sonia and Ramona show up, and they're like, we're the best people that could be around when this is happening. Imagine grieving, and these two, whoa, what's going on? Get a grip, get over yourself. Yeah, I wasn't even this bad when I lost my dog. What's wrong with you? They're so awful, and they're like, but we're the best people she could possibly have.
I know.
Oh, she really needs to get a grip. She's out of control. This girl, I hope I'm not like this when Coco dries. And then Tinsley's explaining that they're going to freeze the dog and then thaw the dog so that...
what is going on?
Dabney and Dale...
I know what's going on, but, like, what is going on?
I guess some people do this.
I have never heard that.
I've never encountered that. I would never do such a thing. I guess they all want a chance to say goodbye to Bambi.
Can I tell you, I know someone who scattered their dog's ashes at a McDonald's.
I'm not going to do anything like that. I love my dog so much. I will cry like Tinsley when I lose my dog.
I did have a visceral response to this. I really did.
No, I did
when
too.
When she said his head flops.
Because
That's so surreal.
He loves his cats so much, and I love my dog so much, and we both got very upset. But this was one of those scenes where it's like you're
insane,
crying,
but then
you're crying 1 minute at her description. I really felt bad for Tinsley, and I'm really crying. And then Ramona says, she's just so funny. And then when she's describing, they're gonna thaw him out. She's like,
in a microwave?
Wait, what? So she's just so insensitive. Everything. She's like, wait, Tinsley, what happened? So did he die in your arms, or did you have to put him down? Just all the most horrible questions. Imagine like having a loved one who just said, wait, so did he die naturally at home? Did you have to pull the plug? And when you said, do you actually have to go behind the bed and pull the plug?
Yeah. And I also loved that. I think I'm going to get a Bambi tattoo. What does Sonia say? Well, you don't have to make that decision now.
Yeah. She's like, because I knew a stripper with the same name.
And I don't doubt that.
I know, that is a very stripper kind of name. I'm sorry if any of our viewers are named Bambi. But
I'm sorry.
But Bambi
you know what? She calls
name.
me Bambi. She's abusive to me. She told me I look like a little boy. She calls me Bambi. And then right before we started filming today, she told me it would be funny if an alligator attacked me.
Okay.
And my cat.
The alligator thing, I specifically said, I don't want you to be injured.
No, but you just want
and
footage of it.
In the moment, it would be after the fact. Just watch you get dragged a little bit by the foot.
Yeah, but I'm getting dragged and you're just going to sit there and film.
That's what happened. You would film me.
I would do the same.
You would never help me.
I go, oh, Martha, no. I can't. I don't know what to do.
The likelihood of me saving you is much higher than you saving me. Totally. In one of those situations.
We don't know, but that's not true. We don't know what would actually happen.
I do. I'm very good in emergencies.
I know you would, but I might jump into action.
No way. I've seen you when you panic. You run.
I run. I would. You know what I would do? I would scream really loudly for help.
There's fight or flight. I'm fight.
You're a bitch.
Here's another sign that Scott has not totally exited the building. So I told Scott what happened. And
he sent me flowers.
Look at the name on the shoes. Look at the name. And so he's like, what? Silver Gucci Bambi sneaker? And she's like, yeah, I cried so much when I got it. And he loved Bambi.
First of all, didn't the dog just die?
Yeah.
So that was really quick.
I think she must have let him know immediately before she even told
I
Dale.
wonder if he was there.
So, LuAnn, I don't mean this in any derogatory way at all. I really don't. Just that a lot of the ladies, all of us, every single one of us, has felt that you're being very self-absorbed. So you just might want to work on that. No, I own that.
I think you're a little self-absorbed.
Well, I know when I own that. So, when will you be coming? Which night of my Christmas show will you be in attendance for? You know, it's very different from the normal cabaret. It's the Christmas show. We're singing Jingle Bells. So, all of us were in a group text, about 7 of us, and, so...
Oh my God.
Well, first of all, who's 7 of us? Wait a minute. That's more than the cast of the show, and they did not include LuAnn in the group. So now there's other people in the group chat.
Barbara,
No, Barbara, Tinsley, Dorinda, Bethenny, LuAnn, RHONY. So if you take out LuAnn, it's 5 people.
Well, maybe there's like people who work on the show.
I don't know, but that was a little funny. So about 7 of us were in a group text, and every single one of us agreed at the same exact time. There was like no dissent that we just don't want to come see your show. We don't really see you work.
So good.
So I'm having this surprise party for Dorinda and Sonia, both of them at the same night. It's going to be amazing to see the reactions. It's going to be at the same time as your cabaret. And I figured since like your cabaret would be over at 9, you could just come later. She's like, well, it goes on past 9. Usually goes until at least 10, Ramona. And she's like, well, of course I'm disappointed. You want to feel supported by your friends, but so be it. It was really sad when she talked about Mario.
Oh yeah, she got all choked up.
Yeah, she's like, so Mario and I and Avery went out to dinner, and Mario was all melancholy. Said that he really messed things up, but she did. And LuAnn's like, oh, do you think you might get back together?
Looking for gossip.
I know, and Ramona in her talking head actually cried. That was sad when she's like, you know, we really had something special. It's funny how even with her eyes closed, one of them is wonky. I don't know if you've noticed. She's like, yeah, we really had something special. Okay, come on. Keep it up. Let's get physical. All right.
One day at a time.
Feelin' Giovanni.
So, day passe. Is that what she said?
Yeah. Oh, come on. What happens in the 80s should stay in the 80s.
You know what I just remembered. I don't know if this has always been the case, but Dorinda uses her hands a lot when she's doing the confessionals or the talking heads. Have you noticed that when she's trying to make a boop, 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 boop? Does she always done that?
Yeah, clip. She's very handsy. We forgot to mention before when she said they all woke up in Miami together. She's like, it's like waking up with cellmates. Oh, can't say that because of LuAnn. Sorry. So she's running this aerobics event for the
She's
GB.
got so many issues. And
It's for the GBG's 17Q community. To benefit them, those people.
An eclectic bunch.
Yeah.
Those people.
All the gays.
They're
like little Birkin bags.
That's how they treat the gays. I'm sorry, but that is it kind of bothers me.
Is that how I treat you? So we're at the aerobics class, and Bethenny arrives. Bethenny's not looking well, and I'm usually not one to say, "Oh, Bethenny, eat a burger."
No, but she looks ill.
No, now she is really skinny. But I remember her saying on Twitter that, she acknowledged, she's always been skinny, but she's going through grief, and I'm like that. I can get really, really, really thin.
I've seen her. Skeletor.
And it's not on purpose or anything. It's just that I just can't eat when I'm upset about stuff, and it melts off. So she shows up. They're all checking each other out, and she thanks LuAnn. She's like, thank you so much for my fuzzy jacket. Apparently, LuAnn sent a couple of gifts to Barbara and Bethenny to say sorry for what she had done, and Bethenny's being nice about it, and Dorinda's not having oh, wait a minute. So all I did, and Carson Angel would say that you got a mugshot, and you treat me like I'm going to the guillotine. But Bethenny destroys you, rips you 7 new assholes, and oh, here you go, Bethenny. Here's a brand new Gucci coat. What's up with that? No more dry cleaning for you, bitches.
Oh, do they get free dry cleaning? Meanwhile, Ramona's checking out Barbara's ass.
They're all checking each other out. And then Ramona is filling Dorinda in on what's going on with Tinsley and the dog. She's like, she couldn't be here because of the dog. They're going to defrost the dog. They're going to defrost him. Okay?
And then they talk about the shoes. It's like, basically, she's going to be wearing Bambi now.
So I loved the sequence where they show us the aerobics. Dorinda really is actually quite good at running the class. It was a lot of fun. They added some visual effects for us for nostalgia.
Yeah.
They show us the different scenes with those cute little spinning in and out and the zigzags, like kind of MTV effects.
Yeah, MTV, Saved by the Bell.
So George was just reminding me that Ramona went in even more depth about the whole Scott being in the picture conspiracy. I love how this is like the JFK assassination now. It's like the magic bullet, basically. You know, we don't know who shot JFK. No. We don't really know who Scott's out of the picture. No. I think he's living in Tinsley's closet. Could tell he was there. I saw coupons. Yeah.
So wait, he's a coupon king.
Yeah. I saw clippings.
I saw clippings.
I saw the penny saver. It's definitely there. I saw signs. Okay, Dorinda, and the way they're huddled in talking about it, it's like they're talking about their little conspiracy. Like,
and they're dressed in like fucking 80s garb.
You know, well, Dorinda says that usually when a girl's dating a man of means, there's an upgrade. And then when they break up, there's a bit of a downgrade. But there hasn't been any downgrade. What's going on? Detective Dorinda is on the case. She needs a little magnifying glass.
And a pipe.
So they go through their aerobics class. It's a lot of fun. And then comes up that Ramona's having this surprise party. She tells Barbara, she's like, so Barbara, I know you're going to probably go to LuAnn's show, but I'm just letting you know, so that you don't feel like you're not included or invited. You are invited. I just know that you can't make it because you'll be at LuAnn's show. And she's like, thanks for nothing. It's true, though. That's not nice. She knows that Barbara's close with LuAnn. Of course she's going to go to the Christmas show. Made sure she was excluded. Bethenny gets wind of this, and Bethenny is like, that's Saves not nice. Day. But Sonia's the one who starts blabbing about it. Sonia finds out about the party. Yeah. She's like, Ramona, this is ridiculous. That's just mean, Ramona.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus, Barbara.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? You really ruined everything. Thanks a lot. Both of you. You just blew the whole party. Blew the surprise. That was a surprise party. Dorinda.
Surprise, she's really doing a good job keeping it a surprise.
I know. But Bethenny treats them like she's at her daughter's birthday party in school and they're fighting over the last red velvet skinny girl cupcake. She's like, okay, you know, because these women all need support. You don't support me, I support you. Support.
That.
She's right, though. It's all about you don't support other women. So Bethenny's like, so we'll come early, we'll toast you, and then we'll have the party. Everybody wins. Yay! And that's the episode. And it looks like, sadly, next week is the finale.
And things don't look good for Bethenny.
I know.
Is this about the allergy? The allergic reaction? Is that what they're referring to? Or
yeah,
no?
I have no idea what's happening. I don't know. It was a crazy preview for next week, but that's the finale, and then we'll have the reunion. And then we need more ideas for what to cover. We're covering Big Little Lies. It hasn't been so great this season, but people are watching it, so we're recapping it. But leave us suggestions. What other Bravo shows are starting soon that you'd like to see us cover? Or it doesn't have to be Bravo, but let us know. Thank you so much for all the views and the comments the likes and the subscribers. We really appreciate it. This last incident with Bethenny, her meltdown, gave us a big boost. So we'd like to thank Bethenny Frankel for eviscerating LuAnn and having a nervous breakdown on television. And
follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, we're on Instagram at UnkindTV. We're revamping that. We're going to be posting some bonus behind-the-scenes stuff on there. So if you'd like to see even more of us being insane and weird and loving each other so much, you could check us out on Instagram. But for now, that's it. Thank you. Please keep liking and subscribing and commenting and leaving us your thoughts. We really do appreciate every single one. We take screenshots of them and send them to each other in the middle of the night.
I know, because we have really low self-esteem, so every view counts.
It really does give you love, okay? I don't know if other YouTubers will admit this, okay? But it's true. People do get love from their audience.
They may not get it from their family, but they get it from their audience.
So thank you for the love. And we love you. And with that, Jessica says... Good night.